Okay, so you guys have now checked at the docks thoroughly. Found out that there were probably more people down here that would buy the child for, well, at least you, Phineas, feel nefarious means.
Yes.
What would I feel?
You really want, there's like 49% of you that's just like, how much? And there's like 51%, there's like 51% of you like, that's not right. That's not right. That's like where you're at right now. Right? You're just like, but there's your buddy Phineas here, and he's older and wiser than you are, and you're like, yeah, the 51%. The 51%, I don't even know. I don't know why I was thinking that.
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah. So you guys now have made it back after a few hours. I'm going to say it's around noon now. Mm-hmm. You have made it back to his in room with Lilly. And what are you guys doing? And
Lucy.
Lucy, thank you. You had to go Lily and Lucy. You guys just love to fuck me on like the same name things when I drink and we're having some smoke and we're all doing this. No, what are you talking about here? Okay.
That's why I was like, why Lily? I don't know.
You know why Lily?
Why Lily?
Because my wife's name was Lily.
That's adorable.
Yeah.
That is seriously adorable, Phineas. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes.
So. Okay, so
message taken back.
Yeah.
I feel like a dickhead.
Like, what do you got against Lily?
Yeah, I'm gonna hug your waist right now and just like
I'm just gonna give him a go.
You can't even reach that
on
high.
The thigh.
Okay, all right, okay.
It's the shoulder of the leg.
I'm just saying, it is the shoulder of the leg. I'll give that. Probably more the hip, really, but it's okay.
Hip of
He's
the leg?
old. Don't punch an old person in the hip. It's not gonna work.
I do have a 16 strength. Just
Your strength is more than mine.
Don't break Phineas's hip before we even get into town.
Maybe a little flick.
Because I hate to roll play the whole next level with you just taking care of Phineas and his broken hip. So
and the baby.
Yeah.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Yeah. Thank God there's magical healing. I thought you were
talking about life alert for a second.
That is your life alert.
Yeah. You have a spell. You should call it messenger or something like that. That's your life alert. Yes.
Yes.
So. But all right. So you guys are there after your not so happy adventures on the dock.
Yeah.
What are we thinking of next?
Detecting evil
on
the child.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I think we left off with that.
Yeah.
It comes back not evil. You don't know if it's good or neutral. You detect no evil.
Okay.
And we'll say it happened at the same time where you guys were alone, of course.
Yes.
Because we know what happens when you start casting spells in the middle of crowded areas.
Yeah,
be you a wizard or priest or anybody else, people start getting a little jumpy. Okay.
Even in our previous campaign.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me.
Well, there's magic in the world. It's not a hidden thing. People understand what it is, and people are always afraid of power they don't have. So
exactly, yeah.
Which is why I don't have it.
Yeah. Right. Of course, I won't tell her that I'm detecting evil because that's just mean.
How?
It's like just making her assume.
So what are you saying before you start praying over?
Oh, okay.
Well, you said you were going to make her sure that this was not.
Yeah.
So what do you got?
He's just gonna say a prayer over you to Shanakal to make sure you're okay.
Mm-hmm. And maybe he can give me some guidance to find your parents and who you belong to.
And she looks up at you all doe-eyed, Baby Yoda style. And it's just.
I've been thinking the whole time.
It's just like, okay, Papa Phineas.
So,
all right.
You precious naive child. Okay, and it comes up clean, so you're.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay,
all right.
But no evil detected.
Yeah.
Well, I have no fracking idea.
It's too bad we don't have somebody who's knowledgeable.
I'm going to slap Lucy across the face.
You don't even have to do that. Like, as soon as you say that, she just kind of looks at you guys, turns and goes, Wah! Wah!
Can we text our wizard?
I don't know what texting is. I'm not sure what you're talking about. That doesn't really exist here.
I'm going to cast the message spell.
You can, but once I told you, we already discussed this.
Maybe the orphanage might have some information.
We can check for information,
but we're not. I don't intend on.
It may be our only choice at this point, though. I mean, we've exhausted our resources.
Yes. And 2, if we take her to the orphanage, that means that there's no chance of you getting that toy back.
It's a chance I'm willing to take. Okay. I'm more good than I am worried about that toy.
A worldly possession such as a stuffed goose is something that you...
It's all I have.
Did you catch that?
I did not. No, I did not. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Pretty much what I said was that I'm like, but you understand that, if we let the orphanage take her, that means that you'll never get that goose back.
She's in love with that goose.
Yeah.
She now refers to the stuffed animal as Perseus.
Perseus? That's cute. It's a big name for a little girl.
It is a big name for a little. It makes me weary of the little girl even more.
But then he's like,
"Don't look at the smile on my face."
Yeah. I'm more good than worried about the goose, which is hard to say.
Yeah, that pretty much won more over. Was like, hey, you know what? You'll never see that goose again. But we will go to the orphanage and see if they do have any information at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys do wind up. It's late in the evening. It's just getting around that kind of sunset time when you guys arrive to the orphanage. Because the orphanage, even though you're down by the docks, the orphanage is actually just below the market area. It's more like the middle class area. It's in this temple district where Shantakar's temple is, as well as the other temples. And it's ran by the priest of Ilmatar. Now, Ilmatar is the god of suffering. And you, with your religion knowledge, will know that they believe that there's a finite amount of suffering in the world. So that if each Ilmatar priest suffers as much as possible, they then reduce the maximum amount of suffering that can exist in the world in general. So when you approach this temple, these priests are scarred, more from like flogging and self-inflicted pain. Exactly. Okay.
Some dark stuff.
Almost but in the note that it's bringing good to the world to do it, because there's only so much suffering that can exist. And if they take as much suffering as possible, somebody somewhere out there in the world will not have to suffer because of that.
Yeah.
So that's their mentality. You understand that? You think they're fucking whack nuts, okay?
I was like, differently.
What the fuck is this bullshit? You've heard of them. They're whack jobs. They never come in your inn anyways. So that's all you know.
They're masochists.
They're pacifists. Yeah. Yes, they're 100% pacifists.
No,
yes.
masochists.
Oh, no. They're pacifists. Oh. They will not fight back.
No, masochists.
For the same reason. Do you see what I'm saying? But they don't consider themselves that. They consider themselves pacifists.
Okay.
That's
weird.
Do you understand? It's an odd sect. It is an odd sect, but they're considered to be a goodly religion. Your church has no issue with them.
Oh, yeah.
And they are probably the one church that offers the most to those who have nothing.
Yeah.
They will be the ones who run the homeless shelters. They are the ones who will feed the homeless. They are that kind of type. So the priest walks up to you and he looks to be in his 50s. He has old scars across his entire body. He's not mangled to the point of being like unattractive or like disgusting, but you can definitely feel that he has lived a life of pain. Mm-hmm. He even kind of limps up to you a little bit. His left arm seems to be way smaller than his right, like it was damaged, and kind of hangs limply at the side as he walks up to you as well. And with a very large and very genuine smile, he goes, mm-hmm. "Hello, my children. Welcome to the Temple of Ilmatar. I am the sufferer, Jacob. How may I assist you this evening?"
Good evening, brother. I am a priest of Shandakal. And we have found this child, and we're trying to find the father and mother of this child, or maybe the origins. We were wondering if you have heard of any reports of a missing child, possibly somebody coming to the orphanage to see if there is a child there.
Particularly of half sea elf descent.
Yeah, or halfling.
Half elf.
Half elf.
So he goes, 1 second. Allow me to check with our recordist and see if we have anything on file. He goes inside. He's gone for about 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. And at this time here, you start noticing that Lilly is kind of anxious. She's like, "What, Uncle Huey? Why are we here? What's going on?"
We're seeing if these people know anything about your parents.
Oh, okay.
It's not our intention to ditch you here, so don't worry about that.
Okay. She just kind of slowly walks over and as a small, not to Huey, but to Phineas. She walks over and kind of just puts that arm around your like leg thigh and kind of like hugs you with like her hand next to you that only like a small child can do to a not halfling. And about 20 minutes later, the priest comes out and he goes, "Please understand, Father, that we are not in the business of finding the parents of the children that we take in. Mm. We assume that those things have been exhausted prior to the child being brought to us, for us to take them in. But we have had nobody come to our orphanage here, the orphanage of the internal suffering, asking of a child of this description. We do take those notes down, just in case we can end some suffering a little sooner."
All right. Thank you, brother. Have a good evening.
Thank you, brother.
So, I guess.
Look, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Honestly, I know that maybe I could speak to my church.
Even then, we know that they don't accept anything but teens.
That is true.
I mean, and I'm assuming you don't have a high enough rank to sway them over any. Would I know of any other, like, not necessarily orphanage, but like child gathering place on the streets or anything like that might know something?
Well, yeah, you remember the brief time that you were in the Thieves Guild here in Waterdeep, what little there is. Yeah, they bring children in all the time. They're great information gatherers. They're great spies. A lot of that kind of stuff there. On the other hand, there's a lot of abuse in regards that depends on who recruits them and how they were used.
So not much help in finding the parents, probably.
No.
They have no interest in finding the parents.
Okay.
It doesn't serve the guild to get rid of an asset.
Yeah. Well, I guess we don't have much of a choice anymore.
I mean, we have two. We can leave her here, or we can take her with us wherever we go.
And I'm going to be honest. Let's just to kind of give you your feeling, your sunset. That the Church of Ilmatar will take amazingly care of his child. Mm-hmm. Okay, they don't believe that children should suffer for the greater loss of things. The priests themselves suffer, so the children don't have to. You know that, okay? So it's your choice.
I mean, we have no real goal right now.
That is true. I don't
Except
know
for get the goose back.
we have the means to take care of the child, too.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I don't have means for anything. All right? I'm homeless.
We don't have the means.
I mean, I have a little bit of gold, but I'm homeless. Okay? If you can convince your temple to take her, and with you, great. If not, she's going to be stuck in an in room with me that you're helping pay for.
That will slowly run out of money if you're not out there adventuring to make it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So I want you to keep in mind, because the one thing that we haven't discussed that you're going to be required to do by your temple is you got 5 gold between 3 people. How much does that break down to? 1.33 gold, or 1 gold and 33 silver for each one of you, right? You are required
to give it to, yeah.
To give everything but 25% to your temple.
Yeah.
So out of your 1 gold and 33 silver that you earned, you're pretty much giving 1 gold.
Yeah.
But that interim we got was only like a silver for a week.
Yeah.
I mean, we could keep her put up at an inn for pretty cheap, but she'd have to take care of herself.
Maybe she might have some potential.
In what?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't think a kid could survive in a graveyard for that long.
Now, where is the child right now while you're having this discussion? Is she within earsight?
Yeah.
Within hearing? That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, I'm guessing because she was right there.
Where?
Yeah. So maybe let's just give it a little time. Maybe she might be able to carry her own.
I get that, but kids, speaking from experience, kids that carry their own usually end up in not so great lines of work.
Well, I mean, like, with us.
Are we going to be with her 24/7?
Are you going to teach her to be an adventurer?
Yeah.
I mean, we barely know how to adventure. How are we going to teach her how to do something we barely know how to do?
Well, obviously, old dogs do learn old tricks because I was like around 40 when I started with the temple.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you were adventuring at 40. This was like your first.
Well, now I am. Look at me now.
Yeah, and you almost got us killed by charging us into those cultists or whatever the fuck they were.
Hey, gotta live your life.
Oh, okay. So you want to demolish an 8-year-old's life?
No.
So, I mean, I'm all for with teaching her things that we know, but at the same time, we don't know a lot.
That's true.
I was keeping a bar until like 2 days ago.
Yeah, literally 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Literally 2 days ago that you lost the bar, yeah.
I mean, I could teach her how to pick pockets and pick locks, but other than that, I'm just a guy with a little sword. Not literally.
God damn it.
I mean, the ladies call me tripod, but I have a little sword that I like stick people with, but just say.
So, I mean, I'm leaving this with you.
A lot of responsibility.
I'm on the fence.
Yeah.
Because if we teach her all this crap and things go wrong, her death is pretty much on our hands. But if we leave her here...
She'd live a good life.
As you guys are standing outside having this discussion right now, you just hear like the thunder clap and the rain pours and the storm continues.
So it came back. The storm came back after the light or whatever.
Well, you had about 4 hours of clear sky, 4 or 5 hours of clear sky.
Okay.
That's a sign.
A sign
if anything's
of what?
going to be a sign, that's a sign.
What does that mean?
What
though?
are you talking about?
Is that a sign for us to leave her here at the orphanage, or a sign for us to take her with us?
I just mentioned possibly leaving her here.
But I also mentioned taking her with us.
Yeah, but it happened
at the same time.
When I said, well, what if she...
Look. Okay, at this rate then, if we take her in to try to help us out or be her own person, do we teach her the priestly ways or do we teach her my ways?
Maybe she could choose. Maybe she already has something.
Does Shanakar take in... I mean, would
Shanakar
do half-elves, or is it strictly human, or...
No, it's anybody. I think it's an age thing. What if I took her in as my disciple? Or a page?
Well, your church doesn't really have those kind of definitions.
Okay.
You can definitively take the child under your wing and raise her. But it's usually around the 12th or 13th year that you're able to pledge yourself to Chantikar if you choose to.
Yeah.
Because Chantikar is very much a church where they will use like Zone of Truth or something like that to find out if a child really wants to join the thing, or if they're trying to be forced by their parents or something like that. Like your temple does not want those who are not willingly given to them.
Or she can go under my wing and teach her some of the... She would be able to live on the streets even if she didn't have like a stable income. But that she could do the same with yours. Live in the temple. So it's... Not that I'm a thief or anything.
The difference between Papa Phineas and Uncle Huey.
Man, I say...
I know, like, I'm kind of good at, like, giving you guys this emotional dilemmas to play with, right? I love that. I love it.
Always.
Love it. I love it.
This is where majority of the role play comes from.
I know, right? This is exactly this. Exactly. Yeah, this is the stories I love to tell.
I don't know. Something's telling me. I had this gut feeling that we should keep her with us. I do.
Okay.
And I do have some money saved up.
Well, seeing how Nikolai isn't here to judge in.
That doesn't count.
Lucy just kind of like couples up because she's here.
Seeing how Nikolai isn't here, it's going to be between us. I mean, I'd rather her have more smarts than what either of us have. But, you know, whatever. I guess we can let her choose or leave her here. That's going to be...
Oh, yeah. We could ask her, honestly.
Okay. Because regardless if...
While you guys are having this conversation, you can see Lilly off the background, and she's like, Goosey Goose, how are you doing today? I'm doing fine. Lilly, how are you doing today? Oh, I'm doing okay, Goosey Goose.
At the same time, we could visit her anytime until she's adopted.
Yes, but...
Oh, Goosey Goose, I will never
Did you
leave
grow
you.
up not having
Goose.
parents?
Yes.
Oh, Lily says
Did you
that.
ever
Goosey Goose, I will
miss-
never leave you too.
You know, not having like a father figure, somebody to look up to?
I had one.
You did?
Yeah.
Who was it?
Your business. I wasn't in an orphanage, though.
You were?
I wasn't.
You wasn't?
No.
Oh.
So I don't know what it's like there.
But just imagine if you didn't have somebody to look up to like that.
Yeah. I probably would have died. But I did. But the orphanage can offer that to her.
Well, you know what my vote is.
Keep her?
Yeah.
I'm down to try it, but if things get too rough...
You know, I'm fine with that. If it becomes too dangerous for her.
I'm not taking her out of the city, if that's what you're saying. She's going to stay here while we go do our shit.
Dun, dun, dun.
But we'll teach her enough to get by in the city at least. Or just stay in the inn room with her duck.
Alright, whatever you say.
I'm just saying, we can't take her out to a cave full of undead and expect her to be okay. I mean, am I wrong?
No.
We got two people here.
We wouldn't put her in harm's way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We barely have a third, Lucy. And we don't have enough eyes to keep out for a little one. Well, except for me.
Yeah, not telling me something.
As I look up at Phineas. Unless you're kneeling, in which case, fuck you.
Here, let me get down on your level.
So, I mean, if you want to keep her here or with us, we'll have to figure like a living arrangement because the inn I'm in is kind of not great.
No, this is not a great inn. This is like black mold on the walls, rats or mice running around the floor. What he's paying for an inn room is barely above like a hostel.
This is hard for Phineas because Phineas is already in love with this kid.
I know I'm a horrible person, but that's how I tell my stories.
Such a horrible person.
I am.
But he understands that if she goes to the orphanage, she'll have a good living.
If you want her to stay with me and she can't stay at the temple, then we'll have to find better lodging.
Yeah, she cannot stay at the temple.
Yeah.
So we'll have to find better lodging than what I'm staying at because I can barely fit in the room I'm in with Lucy. It's like if a mouse came in with me and Lucy, I'd be like, "Where are you going to sleep?"
Yeah, because his in room is like slightly smaller than your cell at the temple, and he has to pay for that by the week, $1 a week.
And I don't know, do they have any upgrades at that same inn, or is it just the same room across?
They have. Well, this is kind of like the Hotel 8,
okay.
So you can go down the road to the Ramada and get a you know what I'm saying. So think about inns like that kind of thing. Yeah, exactly. You're in the motel. You can move her up to a hotel, but none of these places, and as an innkeeper, they don't have people don't babysit people in the room, right? They just pay for the room. You come downstairs and pay for a meal if you need a meal. But there is no, like, I just bring you food. You know what I'm saying? Like, every day, 3 times a day, like that.
So
now you could probably pay for that in with the high-end rooms in North Waterdeep. But that shit's going to be like 10 gold a day.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I understand that's possible, but not at this level. Not at this level of payment.
We could.
Because remember, the innkeeper's just as, at this level, the innkeeper just might sell her into slavery as easily as not. You have to understand where you're in the dock district, and there's many, 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 many good people here. This is where the people that try to take advantage to everybody hang out, okay? I don't want to say that everybody who makes a low amount of money is bad in Waterdeep. There's not. 9 out of 10, they're good people. Just like you, just like him, trying to make their living. But that 1% to 2% that prey on those, this is where they exist.
Would there be an inn somewhat, not necessarily in the same exact price range, but somewhat near it, that I would know would be of a good, reputable standing nearby?
No. I mean, your inn is in the dock district. You're used to dealing with dock district people, and you have not been open nor successful enough to make any connections into the service industry of the higher districts. Just based on the time that you own the inn.
Okay. So, I mean, we could take a chance of leaving her at the inn room and everything, but I guarantee you if someone in the inn strikes her fancy, she'll be sold. Quick. Not to say it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's a possibility.
Here, can we take a pause? I do want to look and think.
Yeah.
What are you looking for? Got it.
I'm going to let you strategize. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. You guys are still being recorded.
Okay.
I like you guys' plan where I can't hear you.
Okay.
What are you thinking?
I'm just trying to think. Maybe there's a place where we could take her. Because I feel like she's more than just a girl.
I mean, yeah, obviously. But yeah. Gotta go with it. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't have anywhere to put her.
Yeah, it's like where like.
I don't have an inn. You have a tiny room that they won't let her stay in.
Maybe we could go to the guilds and see.
I have no guild reputation. He told me when I started I didn't have any guild reputation. But now I have some guild reputation with the Thieves Guild in Waterdeep, what little there is. And they're not going to treat her right.
Oh, no, I'm saying that maybe we could find a job.
A job. For her.
No, for us.
Okay.
Yes.
And do what with that job?
Possibly, maybe there's a lead that we can find.
To the missing girl or just in general?
In general.
Okay, what are we going to do with the girl?
I don't know. Maybe she's a part of it. I don't know. This is so hard.
I have a feeling. So from what he's telling me, out of game, I feel like he's wanting us to drop her off the orphanage.
Yeah.
That's what he wants us to do.
Yeah.
All right. So here we can A, drop her there. Take her with us. B, or C, try to find an inn.
Yeah.
All right. But here's the thing: if we take her with us, there's a good possibility she'll get hit with an arrow.
Yeah.
All right. Especially with no training. And I don't have the gold on my character sheet to take the time to train her to be a thief.
No. She's
I
too
know
young.
you sure as hell don't. Especially with the whole religion thing. So
I think that's the best bet. For her future, we will.
take her with us or
No.
drop her off the orphanage?
We'll take her to the orphanage. We'll leave her.
Do you want
As much as it pains me.
Do we want to see what the guild has to offer before we do that?
We could.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Hey.
Much.
You got Bruce?
Yeah.
You got shot in the face?
Third man division. Just got back from Lakeland today. 3-hour drive.
What is it?
Paintball.
Paintball. Oh.
We just had
Oof.
D5,
Ow.
D6, 3-man division. My team placed third place out of 11 teams.
Man, that's pretty good.
That's not bad, man.
No, especially because nobody expected us to win.
Yeah, congratulations.
We got props from other teams and we played 5-man today.
Yeah,
And we took third place.
that's great.
Nice.
Yeah, we had D4 teams wanting us to come play with them now.
Hell yeah, brother.
Awesome.
We want you to come play with us right now.
I want to take a shower. I've been up since 9 o'clock playing.
Dude, I've been up since
Haven't
7:20.
showered yet.
6.
We've
been
been
up
up since 6:30.
I left at 6:20.
Get out.
Played at 7:20. Worked at 7:20.
Let me son, get out.
Bye, Quinn.
All right,
Don't
so
leave me like
back to the game, and what have you guys decided to
All right,
to
we're
do?
gonna just check the guild. Maybe we can find any lead.
The guild.
possibly.
What guild?
Adventurers Guild.
Adventures Guild.
Okay.
Yeah.
See if there's any work that might lead us to her parents, and or find something safe enough to take her with us.
Okay. All right. So you guys head back to the Adventures League. There are no missives looking for any kind of missing children. There are some, but not that meet this description
Yeah.
anywhere
Okay.
close. Okay. Other than that, you kind of see the same thing. You have sewer duty. You have graveyard duty. Or, for slightly more, 10 gold to split between your party, you can go out and check out some goblin raiding parties that have been happening to some of the smaller caravans on the way to Waterdeep. And normally these would not even make the Adventurers Guild, but because of the reduced trade and stuff coming into Waterdeep, these land caravans are absolutely crucial right now.
Still doesn't sound like anything we
No.
should bring her on.
All right.
Let
well,
alone something we should go on.
yeah. It pains my heart, but I know that she's gonna be better off with somebody who could take care of her, because we can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, tell me what you're gonna
We're
do.
gonna take her to the orphanage.
You're gonna take her to the Immature Orphanage?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You guys get there, and the priest is there and says, "Welcome back." The next day, and you just see her, like, as you guys are walking toward the orphanage, she just looks at you and goes, "Uncle Huey, you said you weren't gonna leave me here. What are you doing over here? You said you weren't gonna leave me at this place." And she's like hugging you, and she's like grabbing onto like she's like three-way, like hugging you because you're her size, and hugging her thigh at the same time, and just bawling hysterically that Papa Phineas and Uncle Huey, Uncle Huey promised that he was not going to leave her here.
I didn't promise. I said it wasn't our intent.
It wasn't.
We can't take you with us.
Uncle Huey,
It's too dangerous.
no, Uncle Huey, I don't want to meet these people.
Okay, show
Come
me
on, Papa
something.
Phineas, come on. I can't leave you.
Show me something that you can do.
Come on, Papa Huey, come on, please don't leave me.
Papa Phineas can't do anything. He's just
She's just
Lilly.
bawling on your leg, Papa Phineas, right now. She's like grabbed your knee, and she's just bawling the most gigantic alligator tears that your grandpa ass has ever seen.
Lilly, we have to go do dangerous things. And you can't do dangerous things with us, otherwise you could be hurt. But we'll come back and visit you every chance we get. And if we get to a point where we don't have to do dangerous things anymore, you can stay with us forever. But this is the safest place for you right now.
She's bawling, just alligator tears. And right now, the immature priest is like wrapping himself, trying to like pull the child off your leg, Papa Phineas, right now.
Oh, no.
With just these big alligator tears. And she looks so scared right now. And he goes ahead and pulls her off of you and starts to move back toward the thing. And she's like over the shoulder, just bawling, like little arms just reaching out. One just holding a little goosey in her hand at the same time. And he slowly walks toward the door as she bawls and screams, "You said you wouldn't leave me here! You said you wouldn't leave me here!"
I'm going to take off one of my rings and hobbit sprint to her and give it to her and say, "I'll be back for this. Don't stress out. We'll be back."
Okay. She takes it, but she's still bawling. But the immature priest takes her, and you can hear the thump of the door closing as you hear her cries of Papa Phineas and Uncle Huey leaving her here all by herself as the doors close and the sound slowly fades
You're
into the background.
evil. Phineas can't even process this. He's like crying.
And he's just got tears streaming down his eyes right now, Huey.
I pat him on the thigh. It's better than on the streets.
Yeah.
And it's better than with us. Because if we're going... did we decide what we're doing yet?
I don't know. Our lives, we live a dangerous life.
We almost died doing nothing.
Yeah. For 5 gold.
For 5 gold.
Yeah.
Let alone doing something for 10 gold.
As much as it pains my heart, I cannot put a kid in harm's way.
I mean, if we raise her not so great and put her to the... I mean, I could teach her a few things to get by on the street, but I feel like that's not what you want to do with her. It's not what I want to do with her.
No.
Orphanage is best.
Yes.
So what are you guys doing? I understand you're having this conversation while you're still outside the cells. You could are outside the orphanage right now, and now that the thick oaken doors have shut, you can no longer hear the her cries. What are you doing?
I'm going back to the temple. I'm gonna go back home. It's been a emotional day. We've been walking around town all day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we wanna check out that goblin thing later, or do we wanna?
Yeah.
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 Okay. So while he goes to the temple, I'm gonna go accept the quest for the goblin interruptions.
Okay, the caravan
Yeah.
ratings. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. So you accept that, and as you both complete those small items on your way,
Excuse me.
the rain just continues to get harder and harder as the day goes by. The sun sets, and there's once again that overcast sky of sadness and despair. And the rain once again starts to pour.
Just like my tears.
Hiding the tears you may cry
Yes.
on the way back. And that will end our story for tonight of the Knights of the Tavern Table.